communicate. And, even if we don't last on this platform, at least I'll be able to get the message out there in some form or fashion, at least until I get my YouTube channel the new YouTube channel situated again. But for now, I got to explain everything, man. All right, everybody in the chat, man, like, as much as y'all are wilding out, this is a very serious moment. So I need to explain exactly what the fuck went down. While we were on stream.me, I was telling you guys about the last few days and exactly what went down and how I apologize. I'm apologizing heavy because it's definitely necessary to do so, because there are a lot of people that genuinely were concerned for me with this whole situation. Let me pull up the Reddit page real quick, because there are a couple posts that I wanted to highlight on here, man. I know I feel like I'm kind of rushing this, but I have to kind of make it known now. So shout outs to you guys in the chat. Yeah, I miss you guys too, man. Definitely. I mean, these last few days has been crazy, man. And yeah, I'm gonna be answering all questions. So at any point in the chat, if you guys do have anything you want to bring up or concerns, then by all means, feel free to leave those in the chat, man. I'm definitely yo, Poke Game, yo, Joey, man, I see you in the chat, man. I want to apologize to you too, man. I owe you a massive apology, because you brought your ass all the way over here, worried about me, concerned that something was gonna happen to me, man. And I don't know, man. Like, that night was crazy too, because a lot of the people around me were freaking out. So they weren't listening to me in terms of like, oh yeah, Joey's a good fucking friend of mine. They were kind of just spazzing or whatever. I'm sorry, Joey. I'm sorry I put you through that, man. And you know what? If you don't see me in the same light, I completely understand that shit, bro. A lot of people don't, because this whole thing, I mean, to know that a few factors were actually planned while a couple others weren't planned, I mean, it just kind of puts a sour taste in the mouth, because it's like, what is he, feigning suicide? That was never the case. I never intended to make it seem like I was trying to use threatening or being suicidal for views. That is not anything what I was trying to do, and I greatly apologize that I kind of put that out there. I did not want that kind of energy to be out there, man. Wait, why is the chat locked down? Oh, Joey, you did that shit, man? What the fuck, nigga? Nigga, I didn't tell you to do that shit, man. Let that chat go. Let it fly, nigga. Let it fly. Come on, bro. He says, don't worry, man. I was just happy that you're okay. I'm sure you're going to pull up sometime this week with Shizzy whenever you got the time. Man, of course, man. Of course. Bro, as a matter of fact, I got to go into more details, because here's the thing that, before we continue, I got to show you what I did wrong, man. If we go down, actually, matter of fact, let's go to my actual Reddit profile. I was going to show you guys these posts. The sequential order that I was doing all this in. And yeah, I was having myself a fucking breakdown / mental revelation. I'm not the same person as back then. I mean, as crazy as that sounds, I know it seems like I'm being deluded, or that, it just sounds crazy to come from me, but there's a lot of factors that happen at the same time. There was, one, a political protest with the whole nigga thing with YouTube, and with Twitter, and then two, it was frustration with YouTube's policies. What I was going to do is show you guys exactly what kind of ad revenue I make on YouTube, and why I decided to delete the channel and start anew, rebrand it and fresh, that wasn't the intention from Jump Street, okay? I did not know I was going to be restarting everything, but these ideas just kind of hit me, man, and they kind of just, oh god, I forgot about the donation. Oh, I forgot I did this one. Oh shit, Lil Boom came in. Well, Lil Boom, what's going on, man? Yo, Boom, give me a moment, brother. Give me a fucking moment, man. I gotta talk about this real quick, bro. He says, bro, you don't know how happy I am. I'm glad to. Thank you, man. Yo, Boom. One moment, bro. One moment. I gotta explain this before we continue, man. So the whole YouTube channel thing, as foolish as a decision as it was from you guys' perspective to just delete an entire channel's history, but that history was only paying $900, and plus it wasn't, and it's not necessarily for the money aspect of it, but it's just the fact that it just felt like, as time was going on, that like more and more on YouTube, it was just becoming a standard for content that has extreme stuff in it, like cursing, to just be completely flagged down and for demonetized and then not shared around. People's content doesn't get shared as much when a piece of content does get scheduled for demonetization, or when it does happen. So it's like it was a frustrating process on all fronts, man. This is something that hit from a bunch of angles and not just one. I was doing a lot of things at one time with this whole thing. YouTube is dying. I don't know about that, but I will say that I don't agree with YouTube's policies when it comes to demonetizing shit that has like edgy content. Edgy content is all right, man. I mean, you and it's kind of like where will it go? You know what I'm saying? Like, it starts with the demonetization now. It starts with the videos not getting recommended now because they have content not suitable for advertisers. And where will it go in the future, man? it's kind of a slippery slope in my mind. And I knew for a fact that at some point in my channel's life, I wanted to protest that. And I didn't know how, I didn't know what situation I was going to, but considering that I had sort of a reawakening and I was coming to terms with everyone. I mean, there's a lot of personal friends out there who might have spoke in terms of the text messages that I had sent them. And it probably seemed really weird because I was talking from a perspective as if I really wasn't myself, which, like I'm saying to you all, I'm not. I'm going to tell you all exactly what happened because there's a lot of stuff that happened before I even said anything online that helped to just change where my perspective was, where my thinking was, and how I was going to change what I do in terms of interacting with close friends and people in general. You know what I mean? It all started when I watched this video. We're going to go to this channel if you guys know it. Charisma on Command Truth. This is a video that, in all honesty, changed my life. It was kind of like this. He did a video talking about how important it is to tell the truth, where it's like you feel yourself free when you finally, like, oh God, I'm getting it. All right, do I have a, is that, who this? Oh, it's the mailman. Man, I was about to say, how the fuck somebody already coming to the crib? Man, I'm safe now. I ain't fucked up no more. Niggas ain't Joe. I'm about to be a Joe. Is that your bitch ass nigga? Like, why the fuck are you here? A caller? No, don't worry. No, it ain't the FBI. It ain't the FBI. It ain't the Illuminati. I'm good. It's the mailman. No one's getting taken out today. All right. As much as I made it seem like it was, no one's getting taken out anytime soon, man. But there was a video that this dude did a while ago that just grew on me, man. I didn't even watch the video recently. That's why I can't really find it. But this guy, he does one thing I have to do, man, and it's not just to shamelessly promote, but this guy, he does videos talking about the essentials of being a wholesome person and how to live a life that you want rather than, you know, desiring a life and not being able to achieve it. He's a really, really cool channel. I'm subscribed to him normally, but my fucking channel's deleted, you know what I mean? So I mean, I can't really, but I mean, I'm gonna subscribe to him again because, you know. Anyways, that video was very big for me because what it did was kind of sit in my head and just it just always picked at me because it just, as I was doing YouTube stuff, my ego was getting huge, man. I had a massive fucking ego, bro. You could type in, well, wasn't that like a normal thing? But yeah, with this YouTube thing, throughout the years, like making more and more money as time went on and always moving forward, it gave me an ego to the point where I was willing and ready to lie about certain factors of my life, about other people's lives, in order to maintain this sort of facade. And I had even gone without posting stuff actively. You know, I wasn't really responding to people, but there was a lot of frustration that came from that because I myself was in a rut in life. I'm still in a rut right now, but you know, it's like there's a different approach now because I'm taking it from an honest perspective rather than trying to make myself look good. Rather than trying to make myself look a certain way to somebody, I just realized that it's better to just be honest and to tell the truth and to talk to people, man. Like, it's something that, in all honesty, gave me a high that was unlike any I've ever seen. People are saying, oh, you smoke too much weed or whatever. It wasn't the weed, bro. I wasn't even high for days before this whole meltdown thing happened. The thing that really happened was when I was finally unveiling like how I truly felt about people. That Facebook post was major because that was the moment where after I had watched that video and I learned, you know what, I have to be honest with myself. I have to tell the truth, this and that. It kind of just it just changed something, man. It just changed something in me. And from that moment, it was like, yo, I gotta be straight up with my life from now on. And so, yeah, man, it's a lot, bro. There's so much to talk about. We're gonna do this shit in steps, man. Give me a moment. Let me just use the bathroom one more time, bro. I gotta piss. I'm thirsty. I don't know what's going on with this donation thing because it's like not working right now. Give me a second, man. Firefighters, docs, leak, etc. And I also apologize to everyone who thought that I was going to be committing suicide. It was wrong, and I will never do anything as foolish as that again. I promise you all that. I assure you all that. I don't owe you a promise. I don't owe you guys any assurances, but I'm giving those to you as a man of my word to be honest and truthful with who I am from now on. And I hope you'll all be able to move forward with me in that same light, man. I don't know. You guys don't necessarily have to take the stance that I do, but I just hope that what I'm doing and saying today maybe inspires one of you guys to change up how you're living in terms of being honest with yourself and just not being ashamed of who you are. Claim who you are. Wear that shit like a fucking badge, man. Be proud of that shit, bro. Like, that's all you have. If no one else is proud of it but you, then that's fine, man. But who else is gonna be proud of it if it isn't you? If it's not you, bro, then who are you really, man? Be happy about your identity, bro. Like, I cannot express this enough, bro. It's so real, man. Like, I'm sorry. I know it's kind of what kind of gay shit. You fucking FOMO. I mean, yeah, I know. Look, man. Think what y'all want, man. I love her. I shouldn't say I love y'all. I don't love y'all. I'm gonna keep correcting myself. I don't love y'all niggas, but you know, I just love the idea of being around you all. I love being around you. Like, you dudes are literally the lifeblood. Like, do you know the whole Reddit situation back in the, like, a few months ago where it was like, oh yeah, Etika's Reddit is like pissed off or whatever. Do you know how painful it was for me? Because it was like I was living in a double reality where it's like, okay, I love this crowd and I have to fucking like do stuff that makes me happy, but also I gotta make them happy. But at the same time, it's like there was a clash because I was not being honest about myself. And the thing is, I've been supporting my mom this whole time. I can't stream that often in here. The reason why I haven't been streaming that often in the past year is because my mommy is in the other room. She's literally right there, bro. Look. And she's not home right now. But just to show you guys, like, look, man. That's, I can't really show it 100 because the camera's fucking up. But that's my mom's room right there, bro. I can't stream that often sometimes because I just worry about her. I don't want her to be groggy at work. My mom always makes it like, oh, it's no big deal. You can stream, you can do whatever. And it's like, but I feel bad because it's like, I don't want to keep her up. She works so hard. And even though, like, she always makes it like, oh, you know, you help me so much, son. Like, you do everything for me. And I'm so grateful for it. But it's like, I don't know, man. When I stream sometimes and I see her sleeping in there and I hear, like, it just kills me inside, man. But she's such a loving woman. She really is. Mommy, I love you. I love you to death. Like, God almighty. God knows I love my mom to death, man. I'm so lucky to have a mom in general. You know what I mean? Some people don't even have that. Some people don't even have that. You know, I'm blessed just to have someone like that. You know what I mean? And I love her so much. I love my mom to death, bro. That's why I have to be real with myself. I have to do what makes myself happy, bro. I have to do what makes myself feel proud of myself, man, in order to live the life that I truly want to live, a life that'll help out others around me the way that I want it to. You know what I mean? Yeah, man. It's just, there's a lot of emotions in here, but I just want to say thank you all to you all for being there for me, for being so dedicated to me, for being such amazing people. All of you guys in here, y'all are all fucking amazing. I just want y'all to know that, man. Like, I always say I don't love y'all, but y'all are some amazing people. And you've done more to change my life than you will ever know. And God Almighty knows I will be making content that I'm proud of until that last breath leaves my body. This is nothing but the beginning for me, for you, for us. And I want to move forward. As boys, as Joy-Con boys, I want to move forward hand in hand to the future, bro. If you guys are willing to forgive how foolish I've been, if you guys are willing to forgive how stupid, how stubborn I've been, how much of an ignoramus I can behave, how much of a fucking self-inflated dickhead I can be, if you guys are willing to move forward with that with me and take this first step together, then let's take this step together. Let's change the world, bro. Let's do this. I'm ready to do it. I'm so ready. I'm so inspired. I feel so happy. I feel so good, man. Like, this feels amazing. It's such a feeling, bro, to just have your soul open up. Wow. Wow. I feel so good. No wonder why I got so high off of this feeling, bro. It's such a positive feeling. Oh, my God. Just to let it all out. Oh, my God. It's time, boys. It's fucking time. I'm so glad that you guys are here with me. I'm so glad. I'm so lucky, man. I have so many people in my circle, bro. I got so many people in my circle. Why was I ever concerned? Why was I ever anxious or scared or worried about the future or worried about money or finding a house? Why was I worried about anything, bro? I didn't have to worry about shit. And now I know. Now I know. And I'm glad I realized this lesson now. Thank you. Thank you to every single one of you.